What is sports without all the drama, the frenzy, the paparazzi, the controversies, the excitement, especially the round leather game, football, and the just concluded international break? We saw that happen when the Super Eagles of Nigeria had to take on Libya in the double header. Yes, Nigeria got the job done in the first leg right there at the Godswill PBO Stadium in Uyo, but the return leg has been dramatic, even at some point scary. But then, what will CAF do to all of this and more? We will touch light on that on the show today, and we also anticipate a bumper footballing weekend, especially Liverpool-Chelsea. Welcome to PBO Premium Sports. My name is Kingsley Akman, the amazing Kingsley, and I've got my super guys right here. But you know how we do this. Let's do a short break. We'll be back with more. Welcome back. It's still PBO Premium Sports, and it's time for us to take you through what's happening across all the sports on Sports Beats. To stories back home in Nigeria, Waheed Enitan Oshodi was unanimously elected as the 6th president of the African Table Tennis Federation (ATTF) during the elective annual general meeting held at the African Union headquarters in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. Oshodi becomes the second Nigerian to lead the continental body, following in the footsteps of engineer Segun George, who served from 1988 to 1996. Away from that, let's do tennis. Let's let you know that world number one Iga Swiatek says she's very excited to get to work with Wim Fissette after appointing the Belgian as her new coach. Swiatek parted ways with Thomas Witorowski earlier this month after 3 seasons together with the Pole. Fissette has worked with former Grand Slam winners Kim Clijsters and Angelique Kerber during his coaching career, and he split with Japan's Naomi Osaka in September, having helped the 26-year-old to 2 over 4 Grand Slam titles. We're done with Sports Beats. After the short break, everything Ninja on Ninja Flavor. Welcome back, guys. It's still Premium Sports right here on PBO TV with the amazing Kingsley, and I've got my wonderful guys right here. Boluwati Tonishola Omoni is here. Chijo Kizali is also here, guys. It's good to have you. I don't think I've done this before, but can we have a handshake?
I was wondering why.
See as we proceed.
Okay.
As in,
Okay. Yeah. It's good. It's good to.
Don't hold your hand too much.
Yeah.
That's not Jessica. That's Kingsley.
oh yeah. Kingsley.
So we have to concentrate. It's Ninja Flavor. Let's be
Jessica
happy.
is a Ninja Flavor.
Yeah. Let's be happy that we have a Nigerian team doing so well.
After all the shenanigans.
4 goals to 1. We'll talk about the ones with the shenanigans. We'll talk about those who got the job done on the field of play, which is. For this coach, Oluwakere, he has been doing well for a while, and then you see when he works with underage team, you can tell that he knows these girls, and he has done it again. The team winning by 4 goals to 1. Good one, good way to start.
Well, there are some underage coaches we probably need to leave. I will have no problem with. Olokore is one of them. Manu Garba is one of them. But you see the names like Ladamboso. It should be going. When you are doing well at a certain age, we know underage is supposed to be developmental, but we know the truth. Any underage for Nigeria that doesn't do well, forget that generation. Most of the time, their career is gone, except the one that builds up himself or herself. So I like how these girls have started. There's no better way to start the competition than to play the opening match and boom, 4 goals. Yeah. I'm sure they could have scored much more than that. But now they've sent a statement to everybody. Fortunately, the host nation are not even good. They lost by 2-0, so maybe they can double it for them. But
that's the Dominican Republic. So they lost to Ecuador in our same group.
So they sent a message down the spine of everybody. Oh, okay, we are here for business. Yes, it's underage. Yes, it's development, but we want to win. Hopefully, it's not just a new season flash. That was new competition. It continues that way. But like we say, no matter how useless in code a team is, if you start a competition very well, there's always a form that goes across with you. Let's see how far these girls can go. Hopefully, to make it as far as the final or even end up winning.
So CJ, you beat the team 4 goals to 1. That's the Flamingos defeated New Zealand by 4 goals to 1. They play Ecuador this weekend. Ecuador also won 2 goals to 0. if they beat Ecuador, it's as good as they've made it to the
They've
next round.
already qualified for the next round if they beat Ecuador. But I like what the coach is doing, though I don't get excited with underage competitions. But for this particular set of girls, I like the way they've been coached. I like the clear ideas from the coach. Coach Bankole said before the tournament that he was going to play attacking football. They were going to be forward thinking, and they play well in transitions. And it shows that these girls are learning how to play football, like real football development, real football growth. So it's developmental stage. They used to call it school sports, school tournaments actually. But now we have pretty girls that could get into professional football from this young age. Ushuala started from the under 20, graduated. So now she's a superstar. Like, I don't know how many African player of the year she has won.
She's the greatest for that one. 6.
Hands up.
Male or female?
Hands
Both
up.
combined.
Hands up. So girls like this can look up to her and draw inspiration from her. So it's a wonderful one. We play Ecuador on Saturday and end up with the Dominican Republic. It's looking like we're getting 9 points from this group.
Okay. I like it when our guys are super confident, especially CJ being confident about it.
Because it's girls.
Okay.
That's why it's confident.
But Jessica is not playing.
Okay. Let's talk about the guys. The Super Eagles of Nigeria. First leg got the job done. A goal to nil. Fisayo, Dele Bashiru. We struggled to beat Libya. We were thinking that I think we predicted win over 2.5 or something. I can't remember.
We got it.
You got to.
But I officiate him.
You got win over 2.5.
I was not given. And we also scored a goal.
Officially
was
just
chalked
1-0.
Bolo, please, clean something.
Let Jessica go.
Officially it was 1-0 actually.
Official result, a goal to nil. A lot of persons will say, how do you beat Libya by goal to nil? But I feel that nothing stopped the Super Eagles of Nigeria from going away from home and beating Libya.
Well.
Yes, very well, because there they will come out to play and then you can just hit them. I feel I want to leave all the shenanigans and all, but it's impossible to have this conversation and not talk about it. But let's look at coaching. We spoke about the tactical setup of the team when we came last week. What you saw in that first leg, was it what you expected?
Well, starting with the lineup, the only thing I guess I missed was Frank Onyeka starting in that game. There's no way I will play against Libya and play 2 games. Why am I playing Libya and Libya together? I'd have gone for Fisal, Dele Bashiru and Iwobi together. People have complained about Iwobi. People focus on numbers. They don't focus on other things. They tell you see what you want to see. Iwobi had a good game. I saw a different highlights focused on Iwobi. Oh wow. How come we didn't see this part? But sometimes we focus on the goals, not even goals in means the shots was hitting over the bar. We didn't focus on his midfield control. Same thing with the Ndidi. I respected Ndidi more the day I saw him play live. I focused on his off the ball movement. Onyeka at some point even attacked him more. And I'm like, imagine if it was Dele Bashiru doing this along with Alex Iwobi. But that aside, defense as well, I thought if we are playing back 2 or back 4, it should be Shemi Ajayi and Trustekong, not
Trustekong and Calvin
Bassey, but it wasn't bad. Bright Oyemechi was mad brilliant on the day, busting forward, sending in brilliant crossing. The setup wasn't all that. In fact, I think he made more blunders from his substitutions than the setup. The second half, Demola Lookman had no business playing that long. I can't remember seeing him in the second half until the goal he scored that was wrongly chalked off for offside. The selection subs and everybody, either ways, Nigeria dominated that game.
If you say Igwaba made wrong substitution, one of the substitutes got the
No, obviously you got it one. I said he should have even started, not play as a sub in that game. In terms of the players, it was pulling off. When I saw Ndidi going out and all, but overall Nigeria dominated the game so much. They were slipping and falling every second. I'm sure they were shocked when they saw 4 minutes at that time. The ref tried his best to control the game. We've said it over time. The best possession game Nigeria has probably played in the last 10 years has been Eguavoen in different generations. And we still saw the same dominance. Yes, you can say it's down to Libya not having any business playing football. But they knew what they wanted. Fortunately, the goal came. They didn't score many goals, but they did the most important thing in football. I tell people every day, I love Pep style, the dominating, possession play. But the only way to play football is win. Irrespective of how you win. Also, Mourinho won by defending all through with Chelsea. But he won, and they ended up getting all 3 points, which was vital for them. If they had played second leg, they probably would have secured qualification.
Now I come to CJ. This is tactical wise. The last home game we had under the same Eguavoen, he went with a back 5. and we scored 3 goals in Libya. We won 3 goals to 0. Now, this time around, he switched to a back 4, and then we could only score 1 goal. I remember you saying it on the show last week that it's not necessarily about either a back 4 or a back 5. It's about how the players get to interpret what the coach asks them to do. I'm feeling, are you sure that it's not necessarily about a back 5? Because, now here's my reason. If you look at when we played with the back 5, it allowed Bruno, Imachi, Ola Aino to camp more even in the opposition half, knowing fully well that they are sorted defensively with Semi Ajayi, Calvin Bassey, and Trustekon. But this time around, it didn't happen, and then we didn't really see a lot of movement from the player Bolu did not want to see on the field of play, and Ndidis and co, because we believe that we ought to beat Libya so well. So should he switch back to a back?
No, I'll still maintain it still depends on the players. Now, formations really don't count if a team has a system they play and they play it to the team.
Antonio Conte says no.
Conte now has even changed his formation and built his team around McTominay, and that's a good one to look out for in this area. Yeah. But let's focus on the Super Eagles now. The Super Eagles now, if you check that team, if they had played 4-3-3, like Bolu did not mention the formation, but he mentioned the players that will make it work.
Personnel.
Now, when Ndidi holds and Fisayo, Bashiru, and Iwobi plays as a double 10, we will still have the same amount of possession, even more, and have more penetrating passes and have more runners, because the balls will come to the runners better than just bump forward without knowing what to do in those spaces. But now the balls will get to them easier if you have 2 10s. And Fisayo, for God's sake, let's him always start, because he moves well with the ball. He moves very.
I think he probably doesn't know how to play both of them together. Remember when we played Rwanda and Benin? Wobi started against Benin. Fisayo started against Rwanda. Coach,
you always play one for one. I think I still have a huge problem with Iguamo. A lot of people are impressed with him and they want him to stay because he's a man manager. He knows how to handle the boys. The boys respect him and look up to him. But he leaves a huge doubt in me. Like, I'm not confident in Govon being the coach of the Nigerian national team. I don't trust his tactical knowledge of the game. I don't trust that he'll make those substitutions in-game decisions when games are high pressured, very tough. He was actually losing it on the touchline. He was sweating more than the players in the pitch while watching the game. Like, if you watch that Libyan game very well, so it showed the coach.
Libya was
Libya, not Senegal, not Algeria,
so
not Morocco.
He showed the coach that was lost for ideas at crucial moments of the game. So for me, I would want the Eagles to do better. The NFF, again, if they would listen, go out there, get us a very good coach. And the Eagles have wonderful players. He said something very vital. People might listen and not count it. Edemina Lukman was almost useless. It wasn't because he wasn't a great player. It was because of the system which he played.
Especially when they took him in from that left side.
Exactly, we should not waste our talent. We should kill teams with the kind of talents we have.
I agree. I'm not going to dwell on the Libya, the traveling and all of that. It's everywhere. Exactly. So we really cannot. But all we just say is this. CAF, whereas on the 22nd of this month we get to take a decision. What will happen to Libya? What will happen to Nigeria? What measures will be taken? We'll leave that for the Confederation of African Football, and then we just want to leave all of those drama because you all know what happened. Now let's go to the final touch on Nigeria Football, the Nigerian Premier Football League in midweek. The talk was about Ahmed Musa, who went there to the cathedral in Enugu and stole the shine. We've said this time and time again on the show that this big boy should come back and give us that spark. Ahmed Musa winning 2 penalties, getting an assist on Spain and helping Kano Pillars beat the defending champions Rangers at their backyard 4 goals to 3. Good one for Ahmed Musa, although I don't like the idea that some are clamoring that these are not over the national team. I don't know who will venture the Super Eagles of Nigeria.
I think let's see the Juma on Musa, because I have another man who caught my attention during the midweek games. His name is Anas Yusuf. He's a midfielder who also plays as a winger sometimes. Remember we spoke when NFF reeled out the list of players they want for their monthly award, and I'm like, we said Super Eagles coaches can improve the NPFL. They can't help. How much more NFF? They went about look for different names in Iraqi, Libya, Afghanistan, and brought them. He scored the second hat-trick this season. That was his 8th goal this season. The second is about 3 or 4 goals behind him. I think he needs more attention. National United defeated Abia Warriors by 3 goals to nil in the middle, and he scored all 3 goals. On match day 1 or match day 2, he scored a hat-trick again. That's not the natural striker scoring goals like that. I think for me, don't disrespect Musa is. Even if we don't call Musa, we know what Musa did. Winning 2 penalties, assisting 1 goal and scoring. But I think my man for the week for me has to be Anas Yusuf.
Anas Yusuf, Ahmed Musa, 2 players working wonders right there in the Nigerian Premier Football League. But one thing I like about the NPFL is that it's very competitive.
Yeah.
From Remo Stars to Rivers United to Luby Stars to Yimba to Aqua, and we have our ex-international team taking up the jobs there, which is making
so exciting. Like, I don't know, people can take it so anyhow they want to, but I call the Nigerian Premier League the toughest.
The most competitive in the world, without that.
It's like the toughest league in the world because it gets to a stage in the season where it's almost a sin to win away from home.
And that's anything from match day 11
so you understand the magnitude of the victory from Kano Pillars when they went to the Cathedral Rangers and they scored 4 first-time goals. It's unprecedented.
The Raiders were chasing that.
Exactly, they were chasing the game throughout the second half. And the team actually done that this season, that El Academy, but they did it at home. So Canopilas went away to do it. And kudos to Anas. Luckily, good you mentioned him.
In the home of the champion.
The last player to do that was actually Antonio Potu. He scored a hat-trick also. Two times in the season, and that was back in 2016.
Brilliant one.
No, and that's
you know what? Let me give you guys perspective before we wrap up on Niger Flavor. Imagine a team going to the Etihad to score 4
4
against Man City. It can't be Man United.
And it's a team that just came back.
But it can't be Man United. All right, guys, we're done with Niger Flavor. After the break, it'll be time for Euro Focus. Quite a lot to talk about. Welcome back, guys. It's time for Euro Focus right here on PBO Premium Sport. And where else do we start from? But from the 3 Lions, who now have a new manager who will take charge of the team from January 2025. His name is Thomas Tuchel. Now, for the Tuchel conversation, I think there are 2 sides to the conversation. On one hand, some persons are saying, why go for a foreigner for the 3 Lions? Why not go for, an Englishman to take charge of the 3 Lions? And on another hand, some persons are saying, Tuchel, like, is he the right man to lead England to El Dorado? I'll start with CJ on this one. Do we have any Englishman who fits the profile to take charge of the 3 Lions?
Right now, I think there's a shortage of English managers at top level football. In the past, they used to have Roy Hodgson.
Did you mention Roy Hodgson?
I mentioned Roy Hodgson because he's one that coached Inter Milan. I don't think everybody knows about.
I'd rather take Sam Allardyce.
He didn't succeed.
No. I think Sam Allardyce is ahead of Roy Hodgson.
No,
Sam Allardyce was supposed to take the job ahead of Roy Hodgson.
I will not. Then Allardyce, he agreed. Something happened.
Yeah.
Then there's Bobby Robson. Great coaches. In the past. I'm just saying, they lack those coaches now. Those set of coaches now. Now they have Eddie Howe, which he coaches Newcastle. Is like the one you could look at. And
Probably their best now.
Yeah, if you want to give anybody the job that's English, you could look at Eddie Howe.
How about Carrick?
Michael Carrick still have a long way to go. He's still at Middlesbrough.
Southgate had still a long way to go. Failed at Middlesbrough, but
still honing his craft. Carrick is a very good manager. Yeah. Now you mentioned the Manchester United legend, and the discussion is now like roving around that. But I'll move on.
Ten Hag is not going anywhere.
I'll move on from that. But the English have tried. The home manager Southgate tried. He went to the semi-final. He carried them to the semi-final of the World Cup. Played 2 Euros finals. He did well for himself, for his CV, and he'll get a good job after he left England. But I'm struggling to see if there's a top manager
No,
that
company. You mentioned the
they
only
mentioned
one that I
Potter,
know.
they mentioned Graham Potter at one time.
No, Graham Potter
So
doesn't.
he doesn't have the CV. So Tuchel coming in is a brilliant choice for them. I'm not sure they'll play the brand of football England are used to, because Tuchel is a very stingy, cagey, the Mourinho philosophy kind of coach. He's German, supposed to be expressive with the way Bundesliga team plays these days, but Tuchel is not like that. He likes winning. He's a competition kind of coach. So if he's promising,
You know, win the Champions League.
we won the Champions League with Chelsea, so he likes competition games, and the World Cup is competition, Euros is competition. There are places where he could flex. Is better tactically than Southgate, and so they are having an upgrade
Wow.
to what Southgate is. Yes, there's outcry right now in England. Oh, must have a local coach, a local manager, but football has gone past what the English think is
They
football.
should go for Rooney.
You keep teasing me with Manchester United legends, but Rooney's
He's
not right
the same
yet.
man, just saying.
But Rooney's not right yet. But yes. England have made a very good choice because they want to win. They've tasted it. They're close to it. They've not tasted. They're close.
Very close.
They want to win now, and Tuchel would definitely get it.
But to what CJ said, I don't know the reaction you had on Facebook when you were saying that Tuchel is
I had every reaction.
tactically superior, to Southgate and all of that. Tuchel coming in, I know he knows all the players. My worry is how will he set up. The Spanish coach, what's his name again? De La Fuente. This worry also came up when he took charge of the team. But what did he do? He got the job done. Played with young stars. You look at the Spanish side under De La Fuente, and then you can tell that there's efficiency. It's not necessarily about the stars. Oh, he wants to play with the Lamine Yamal. He needs Merino. He needs what's the name of the Chelsea left back?
That was talking nonsense.
You understand? So he knows what to do, and he uses these players to get the job done. Tactically, if we want to go with what he just said, that Tuchel is better than Southgate. Do you see the same thing happening in England, where maybe you might not be a case of calling the big boys to the guys who will get the job done?
Well, the difference with De La Fuente is he started with these boys from the under-17 and moved with them. Many of them played with him for years. It was easier to... He doesn't need to start afresh with them. England did something similar with Southgate. From the under-21, moved on. They wanted to do the same thing with Lee Cassie, but felt like Cassie didn't want the job. He was just shooting it. When I say call up, I'm like, it's like, this guy hates this job.
He actually said
he doesn't want to play. It's not me, you people would kill. But okay, an unpopular opinion I always stick with. The only reason anybody will say Tuchel is better than Unai Emery is because he won the championship. I've been saying this for a while and I'll still stick with it.
I don't think he's a better manager than Unai Emery.
Okay, I think.
No, I don't think so.
No, but we should stick to
okay. Yeah,
I
I agree with me.
So we'll have this conversation on another.
For this one, I think it's a two-way thing. We've seen managers who raised the bar, but he never got there. Talking about someone with Real Madrid. There's someone else comes, boom, and takes them to the Premier League. At the same time, we've seen teams raise the bar. They've been this close. Talk about Belgium with Martinez. They switch and boom, they fall back. If that's the story for Tuchel, I think he'll respect Southgate more. National team, I'm a fan of win. I'm a fan of trophies. But undermining where Southgate came from and where he's leaving them, I think it's not good enough. They never won any medal at all. They didn't win steel.
It's 1966.
Southgate came on board. This is not their golden generation. They had golden generation where they had Dimitris, Scholes, Beckham, Lampard, Gerrard. They had Wayne Rooney, they had Owen, Heskey, everybody. They didn't even go past the quarterfinal. I don't think Southgate went to any competition without hitting the semi-final. He won 2 medals at the Euros. Unfortunately, he couldn't win the title itself. Now he's gone. Tuchel is here. If they don't hit the ground running, he may have to start afresh again, and that's probably the worry of many of them. But they should let the guy drink his water and drop his cup first. He had to come out and say, "I know I have a German passport, but let me do my job." Now I think he's shooting himself in the foot. Now talking about the World Cup, playing into the British media. Alan Shearer, who didn't have a great England career, came out. He must win the World Cup or blah blah blah. Now he's also falling in line into that. If he doesn't win the World Cup, he may not continue further.
But
That
the thing here is, Tuchel coming in. I'm not saying is I've never liked him as a coach, but coming into that England setup, they have very good players, like very good players. I don't know how they'll play defensively because Tuchel likes
From central
to build-
midfield forward, they have enough.
Tuchel likes to build from the back. I don't know. He'll definitely change the goalkeeper. He'll definitely change the centre back. I don't know how he's going to source for this player, but definitely England will not play with the same formation starting from the back.
And that may
to
be the
front.
beginning of the problem with the media.
So yeah, exactly. So you have too many pressures, but playing in competitions, getting proper substitutions, proper tactics, I think they will not lack.
The players' availability is also key in national game. He may
They
have
will-
built
they will
with
not have problems
he may have
with that.
built with Cole Palmer, for example, all through.
And he gets
Then
injured.
boom,
He gets
he
injured.
picks knock,
Okay.
and everything changes.
Okay.
I think they will. Sorry, I think they will have a problem similar to what they had under Capello. Capello was rigid. His fans completely donkey. At the time, the team lost focus. So you mentioned the golden generation of Scholes, but they never know where to play those guys because they have the same problem now.
Yep. Too many star players
Too many forward
doing
players
well.
playing very well, playing very good football. We'll still come to that anyway.
So bad luck
I
is
will-
not playing
I will-
the weeks.
I will-
Okay.
I will relax with that.
I don't want to buy into saying England are not doing well because last 3 tournaments they've been at least at the semi-finals. What then do you say about the Belgiums, the Portugals, who are also have stars and then don't get to the final? But guys,
The Nigeria.
maybe the under 17. Let's talk club football. This weekend we've got quality games across the leagues. Serie A, we just pick some. I pick up the bunch for Serie A. Should we say Roma Inter? I think if it
Yeah,
were
it
to
has
be
to be.
Roma under, I would say Mourinho. I'll say Roma Inter. I don't think this Roma under. I think I'd rather choose
But
Juventus
based on fixture share, you see
Juventus,
Lazio. Yeah, that's also a good game.
because of what they bring to the table. But Roma Inter, Empoli, Napoli, Juventus, Lazio. Bundesliga. There's Bayern, Stuttgart.
Second and third last week.
Leverkusen, Frankfurt. That looks like a good game. In the La Liga, they are prepping up for the El Clasico, and you have Barcelona, Sevilla, Celta Vigo, Real Madrid. Barcelona play at home to Sevilla. I think he has been superb. Celta Vigo, Real Madrid, and then in the EPL, there's Man United, Brentford, Bournemouth, Arsenal, Tottenham, West Ham, London Derby, Wolves, Man City, and the big one, Liverpool, Chelsea. We'll take a break and then come to Liverpool, Chelsea on our hot gist right on because that's where the conversation really should be, guys. Let's do that break. We'll be back for more. Welcome back, guys. It's time for hot gist right here on PBO Premium. So you can see that I'm laughing. See, I don't know, a million or a billion for whatsoever we do when we go on a break. Maybe we'll start taking recordings or snapshots of these things, and you guys will get to know how dark. When you talk about, they said that Teta has dark arts in football for Arsenal. These are the dark arts of PBO and Premium. So especially Chijude. Is the kind of things that he does. But let's get back to the business of the day. Guys, pick up the bunch for this weekend.
You gotta talk to your dark cats. Let me just.
I said especially CJ.
Oh, CJ. Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
especially
okay.
CJ.
You give him the right answer.
Yeah, especially CJ. And that's why he's on
Good one.
red and black. You can
Oh.
see mixture of
Say
red.
no, I'm gentle.
Devil.
Yeah, red
Not
and
the
black.
devil.
Yeah.
No, I'm gentle.
Red and black.
Man United, Red Devil.
Jesus boy.
Liverpool, Chelsea this weekend. For the neutrals, it's going to be fabulous game of football. Ancelotti, Maresca, these two guys this season have been, one of the top guys in England. The way they set up their team, attacking football, explosive football. But then there's the talk of one particular man. Maybe we should talk about the game itself. We'll now go to the talk of that particular man who has been winning awards back to back. His name is Cole Palmer. But let's talk about the game itself. Liverpool, Chelsea. What do you expect to see tactically and then the overall outcome of the game?
I think for the first time in a while, this is bringing back the memories of 2004-05 Chelsea Liverpool games when they were playing back to back in the Champions League. For a few years, Chelsea will be useless, Liverpool will be playing well. Then Liverpool will become useless, Chelsea will play well. This time around, both of them have started the season well. Just 2 points separating them. Liverpool at the top, to Chelsea fourth on the Premier League log. Both of them are scoring lots of goals. For Liverpool, is coming from an unexpected source. Luis Diaz. For Chelsea, you don't even know where. Oh, we're still unexpected. Yeah, Michael Jackson. Talking about Nicolas Jackson. And Cole Palmer as well. Cole Palmer with good numbers. And Salah is still underrated, even though he's not scoring. He's finding ways to get the points. Both of them will definitely go at each other. Maresca doesn't care about what goes on behind him. And Slot doesn't care about the defending. We just want to score lots of goals. So for punters, I think your best bet will have to be two guys will be for both of them to get on the score sheet. But because both teams score a lot, both teams don't mind leaving holes behind. Even though Liverpool, thanks to the goalkeeper as well and how they defend, they concede less. But now Alisson is not going to be available for them due to the injury he has. The second choice goalkeeper who said he wants to take over from Alisson will be in goal. I think the midfield will be where the huge challenge is. For 3 games, Chelsea fans will enjoy both Enzo Fernandez and Caicedo. The next game they go off. Yeah. The next 3 games they play well. But Chelsea have been doing. They have 100% record on the road. But at home is a different ball game. They find ways to intentionally draw points at home. Liverpool at Anfield, they had a blip against the Nottingham Forest. After that, again, they picked themselves up. So both of them need a statement in this game. In fact, Liverpool may lose their top spot if they don't win this weekend because Chelsea and Arsenal and City are breathing down their necks. Beyond both of them, every other team in the Premier League will feel this fixture, and I agree 100% with you. Neutrals will just chill and enjoy the game.
I want to enjoy.
But for Liverpool fans, for Chelsea fans, for Arsenal and City fans, they will be so much invested in this game because the outcome may have will determine how their own team will also display.
So, CJ, tactically, let's go into the mind of the coach. Ancelotti is also a newbie in the EPL. Maresca, yes, he coached in the Championship. He's also a newbie in the EPL. Which of these 2 coaches do you think will outpick the other, and what part of the game would they use in achieving that?
Brilliant question. Maresca has been under Pep Guardiola. He plays like Pep Guardiola. He thinks like Pep Guardiola, but it's not Pep Guardiola. The Chelsea team score a lot of goals away from home. And what I like about the Chelsea team is that they play these intricate passes, like these 5-meter passes. The Sancho dribbles on the left flank. When he's about to lose the ball, he falls to Jackson. You never see them pass the 10 meters pass, except it's an Enzo that's playing a long pass once in a while. Yeah. They don't play.
They use that to break the lines of the Brighton porous defense.
High defense line. Liverpool will play high defense line even if they can't play. They won't even do that. They will expect you to play high line because they have Diaz and Salah that will run at you. I wonder how Salah still runs that way. He's over 30, but he is fit as Fido, the Egyptian king. Underrated this season, but he's there among the goals, he's there among the assists. He's on their penalties. He plays tactically. I think Slot will make it very tight in the middle. He knows McAllister is a grinder. He's not the most defensively strong kind of player. But what they will do if Szoboszlai is fit? What they will do is they will try and keep the ball as long as possible in the midfield. Chelsea, on the other hand, has a tiger in Caicedo. When he's on form, when he's very good, he's very, very good. He can pinch the ball from anybody in the world. But when he's on his bad day, he can pick a red card as easy as drinking water. So it's really going to be, it's not dicey. It's going to be a very relaxed game for neutrals. I'm happy that I'm a neutral in this one. They already beat United 3-0 away from home, so I know how devastating the Liverpool attack can be. But Chelsea surprisingly have been very good because nobody gave Chelsea a chance. Maresca stamped his foot on the ground and said, "This is what I want. I want to build my team around Cole Palmer." I will not go into more details, but we'll talk about him later. And even removed him from the Conference League squad. So that I can concentrate. Now he'll be coming fresh for this particular game. I've never predicted against Liverpool when it comes to Chelsea match before. But
Anfield especially.
Yeah, at Anfield especially. But this time it's looking as if they would come up with they will maintain their 100% record.
Chelsea?
Yeah, exactly.
And at Anfield?
I've never done that before. I'm doing that for the first time.
My fear is this. Kukurea, Fofana will be missing, which means we might get to see the Portuguese guy Ronaldo Veiga, Tosin Adarabioyo in defense. That'll be the first time they'll get to play. I'm looking at 2 guys who might be the X factor this particular game, not the top boys. I'm looking at Ryan Gravenberch for Liverpool. Whatsoever Cole Palmer will do will be based on what Gravenberch can stop him from doing. If Gravenberch sits in front of that back four and nullifies Palmer, then Liverpool get the job done. Therefore, Chelsea, I see Caicedo. You mentioned Caicedo. On his day, he can mop every blade of grass and make sure that all your passes to Diaz, to Salah, all the channel is cut off. If he can have a good game, then maybe Chelsea will be on the rise. I wish we had enough time to really break down this Chelsea Liverpool side, because in my mind I'm looking at one-on-ones, Sancho, Trent Alexander-Arnold. Wow, I mentioned Palmer. I mentioned Palmer, Gravenberch. Then you can also talk about
looking at this Cody Gakpo.
Non-imaginable. Well,
it's one of the best subs we have now.
Yeah, but it's not a starter. I'm surprised it's not a starter.
I don't even like him starting. He plays well when he comes in as a sub.
When he comes.
And what Diaz is doing now is hard to bench Diaz. You likely have Diaz, Jota and Salah. You won't take out Salah. Even if Salah is dead in the game, his presence alone takes one or two players away. Then Cody Gakpo coming on board, and he finds ways to unbalance the defense. And it's hard to argue. The midfield battle will probably go a long way.
Yes.
And not the attacking midfielders. Their defensive players, their holders need to wake up to this game, because both teams have players on their day. They can threaten you. But the question is, will they be on their day?
Okay. Another hot gist has something to do with the Chelsea player. His name is Cole Palmer. I'll start with CJ. I'll start with Cole. And also to you out there, let me know. Do you think Cole Palmer will be a starter in Man City and then Arsenal? I think those are the two top teams, because if I mention Liverpool, you say yes.
I won't say yes, because his best position, except he wants to play in the middle, and Liverpool don't play that type of formation. If he's playing on the wings, nobody benches Salah in any team, except he wants to play on the left. And people are saying going by form. I don't think anyone will bench Diaz now, but obviously he can still play there, except they're pushing Salah up front.
Man U.
Anybody will start in Man U. I will start in Man U as a right winger.
So Palmer for you starts only in Man U, but when it comes to Liverpool,
there has to be a change.
Man City
sold him.
Okay. Arsenal,
nobody benches Saka in anything.
How about 10? That's a number 10.
Odegaard is their captain.
Sorted. CJ, Man U.
I don't want it to be as if we are giving the same answers.
Man U.
But yes. Don't
Man U, you said two top teams.
No.
So we are sticking with Man City.
No. I'm magnanimous enough to. Bruno Fernandes is my United number 10.
I'm not feeling.
Nobody knows United number 10. Today is Bruno. Tomorrow is Mount.
Yesterday it was Scott McTominay.
Exactly. Let's leave United out of this.
Will he start at mine?
Palmer currently he will start.
Okay, Liverpool.
He will start if they play with a 10. Like, they don't really play with a 10.
They play with Soboslai, McAllister.
For the position that is available, he can't bench Salah.
He can't bench Salah. That's on the right.
Because he plays on the right or behind the striker.
Like, he can't be effective on the left side, so there's no need.
Arsenal.
There's no way he's playing. There's Saka there, right wing. Saka is a more experienced, has done it longer.
He's the best right winger in the world. Don't stress.
I don't think so. But
Saka will play
ahead of him. Let's not start.
Who is the better? No. Add that to the conversation.
Saka will play ahead of him. Odegaard will play ahead of him. So,
I'm interested. Who is the better right winger that Saka in the world?
We have
one. Give me one.
We have a lot of players.
One.
I'm not saying good. We have very.
I said who is a better right winger than Saka. Like if you're a coach, you bench Saka for this player.
No, I think that's where the problem is. I don't think anyone will come to Arsenal and bench Saka. And there are some things Saka can't bench. Saka can never bench Salah.
Wait, we already mentioned that one already.
Saka will bench Salah currently.
No, he won't.
Currently he can never bench Salah in any team.
Ladies and gentlemen,
for experience purpose.
That's a conversation that I also want you to jump on. Saka can bench Salah. Bolu says no. CJ says no. Okay. CJ, final one. Man City. Palmer, Man City. Can they
sold him already now? Who do you want to make space for him?
So for Chelsea fans who feel Cole Palmer is the creme de la creme of footballers right now, the analysts have just said it.
He's doing well without.
He's a super footballer. Let us not get us wrong.
Yeah. Arsenal, Liverpool, Man City. Yes, he can do Man U, and I think he can do Aston Villa.
They are not a top
Yeah.
team.
You can do as Newcastle. Okay.
still
So you can do. There's a Yoruba adage that says, what is it?
And like we say, except you are switching. One thing people do is, even in many of the awards are just biased and insane, because last season there's no way anybody will say Palmer had a better season than Jude Bellingham. There's no way.
Yeah,
like
they
that.
voted
Exactly.
Palmer Player of the Year.
Individually,
It should
performance
be
as a club
Bellingham.
and titles and everything. We always say that without numbers, Bruno doesn't really affect games. Without numbers, does Palmer affect?
Yeah, we don't see Palmer. Absolutely. That's very, very true. Okay, guys, we've started Hot Gist. You can continue the conversation on our socials, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. When you hear these guys, talk about, there's a certain name they mention on the show always. She sorts all of that. So you can go check out all of those
Is it
platforms
Jessica?
and more. I don't know what you're talking about. Let's do FPL. Yeah, let's talk about the Fantasy Premier League. The top transfers this game week. The names. I'm not surprised at two of the names.
Palmer?
Mbuemo and Cole Palmer. I'm not surprised.
Nah.
But the other, I'm not so surprised at Johnson, Brennan Johnson for Spurs.
Oh yeah.
Fantastic form. And then we have McNeil, Everton, and Bukayo Saka.
So we're not signing about today. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I need to bring in Saka as well. He's in charge of everything for Arsenal.
Okay.
Now without Odegaard, he's the only one for penalty,
piece, yeah.
takes their corners, free kicks, and everything. So I think I need to bring him on board.
Okay, for top transfers out this game week, I'm not surprised. Mazarawi,
He has to go.
Manchester
injured.
United. Yes. There's João Pedro who's also injured. And then people are selling Mo Salah. Is it because of the price? Last week, like a fortnight ago, he was part of the highest sold. This game week also is part of the highest sold. I think it's the price range for that much.
Probably people are selling it to bring in Cole Palmer. Probably.
They're playing
it's
Liverpool, is
cheaper.
playing Chelsea,
Palmer is cheaper.
and he's getting money.
He might even get a goal or an
I
assist.
still don't think I can bring Palmer. Palmer is too expensive for me now. Yes, I have to sell Son because of I have to now. But I think I'll use to bring in Salah.
Salah,
I just say Salah. I have Salah already. Saka.
Saka.
And if there's enough room to also bring Mbeumo, well, fine.
Okay.
I've not had Salah or Haaland in my team for like 4 weeks now.
And
I'm fine.
And you collected money somewhere. Congratulations.
Again.
Okay, there are two guys that are also top transfer game out. Luis Diaz, who does that, and then Isak.
I think for Diaz, people are foreseeing that, okay, maybe it's early starts. Let me push him out. But if I have him and he's still scoring, I didn't have. But if I had, there's no way I would have sold him until. Me, I'm always patient. Now, for this game week, I have about 3 or 4 free transfers. Because I don't jump to selling and wasting points, so I take my time. So if I had Diaz and in this call week 1 and week 2, I may wait for maybe 1 more week. And sometimes it's those weeks, they always surprise us.
Let me surprise you with my buy for this week. I actually bought
Isak. Yeah, that could be fantastic.
Yeah, because people are not looking at him. He was injured.
Yeah.
After the international break, he's supposed to be back, and they are playing Brighton. The last time they played Brighton, they won by 4 goals to 0, and he scored like 2 of the goals. Yeah, so and they're playing at home this time around. So
My strikers are good. I have Welbeck, Watkins, and Erling Haaland. So.
Haaland. I
don't know how
I have-
do I fit Haaland into my team.
I have
It's too
Haaland.
expensive.
I have Haaland. I have Welbeck, and I have Chris Wood.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's another fantastic check. Okay, CJ, you don't have Haaland and Salah. Who do you captain this weekend?
I'll captain one of the midfielders. Of course, we have Saka. I have Saka in my team. I have Palmer.
Okay.
So I'm still thinking about it. One of the two.
Bolu, you captain Haaland. I don't think there's any conversation.
Wait, they're playing against Wolves. Away. That's a good one.
Mourinho, where Chelsea scored 6.
I might lose points to bring him in, but I'm still thinking about it.
Okay, guys. Away from all of this, let's go make some money. We are done with the FPL. Although CJ is making money from FPL. So CJ, you made money this past week. Confession. Let me set my microphone well.
You also made money.
Okay. Well, I didn't send you.
I didn't say anything.
Okay.
The same way you sent me off air
Okay.
about your favorites.
Okay, guys. Let's do premium bankers. Let's look at a few games. I think I'll just do 5-5 for this weekend with the guys. Where do I start from? Should I pick 1 game per league? I think I'll do 1 game per league and then 2 in the EPL. In the Serie A, Empoli, Napoli.
Empoli, Napoli, yeah, and just coming back from international break, I think under 3.5.
Under 3.5. Bayern, Stuttgart.
Go.
Goal. Barcelona, Sevilla. Straight in Barcelona. Let's do 2 from the EPL. I'll make it very, very simple for you. I won't say Man U Brentford because Brentford could beat Man at Old Trafford.
This one that I talking about sacking our coach. Our coach is not going.
I'll do Man U Brentford.
You say you will not do it.
I will.
Okay, let me do double chance Man United.
Double chance Man United. The point of the odds will be very low. Wolves, Man City.
Straight win Manchester City.
Straight
In fact,
win Man City.
over 2.5.
Can we make it 6? Bournemouth, Arsenal.
Double chance Arsenal.
Double chance Arsenal. Okay, let's go to CJ. Empoli, Napoli.
Napoli straight win.
Napoli straight win. Bayern, Stuttgart.
Goal.
Goal.
And over 2.5.
And goal and over 2.5. Barcelona, Sevilla.
Barcelona straight win.
Barcelona straight win. And then we'll make it 6. So I'll add 3 in the EPL. Man U, Brentford.
Under 3.5.
Under 3.5. Bournemouth, Arsenal.
Arsenal 1x.
Arsenal to win or draw. That's
Win or draw, yeah.
X2. Yeah, Arsenal away from home. Wolves, Man City.
Man City straight win and over 1.5.
Straight win about 1.5, which means Man City must score more than 1 goal. And then
Score maybe 2 or more goals.
Boli is looking for Haaland to score hat-trick.
He might not get it.
Okay, guys, let's wrap up the show. I've had so much fun doing this again. This is with my wonderful guys, Bolo Money and also Chijoke Eziali, to the wonderful personnel behind the camera. Don't worry, next week I'll mention all your names. Yes, especially my Oga at that corner right there. Special shout outs before we go. A colleague of ours, Raphael Abiola, and wife just welcomed a baby boy into their household. Fantastic one right there. So you guys, see you guys. Take care of yourself. Take care of baby boy. We'll come and say hello. And away from the bouncing baby, also we say special. I'm happy birthday to Chijoke Eziali's nephew, Ikechukwu Testimony. Guys, let's end the show with this. Mendy, former Man City player, he has named ex-teammates who helped him pay bills, Sterling and co. After I had that big charge, I'll ask you as we wrap up, who has ever come through for you at a trying time? I want you to look into the camera and say thank you to that person. You maybe all hope was lost. That person pulled you out from the dungeon or even from the gutter.
I know the entire dungeon.
Chijoke will understand the gutter zone. So that's
That got him.
that's why I want to start with you. Who's that person? Look into the camera and tell that person thank you.
Well, okay, let me look at my final year in school when I was broke. Mom was sick, money wasn't coming from anywhere. And as at then, a certain Boluwati, Onolakbo then was the one who literally fed me throughout my final year. She stopped me from drinking Gary. I drag guys somewhere and say, guy, don't give me so. I think that's one time I need to call. She had to be giving me money with the guy. Keep up. It's your final year. Don't look too thin for the girls.
Chijoke, I know you might not know the names of the guys that pulled you the last time you fed.
I'll make it easy for
But
you.
let's go past. Let's talk about the one that we don't know about.
No. Mine is a lot, so I don't need to. If I start talking about
Just say one person.
if I start talking about them, it will be too much.
No,
So
just one person.
I'll just say everybody that has been helpful to me in one way or the other throughout my many years on it. Thank you.
Politician.
All right, Chijoke is a politician. For me, I've seen the good, the bad, the ugly. I've learned quite a lot.
When the war.
Yeah, I've seen quite a lot. But all I'll just say is this: that whatsoever opportunity you have to lend out a helping hand to that person, please do, cause you do not know that that ladder that you're climbing up today, you might need it when life wants to bring you down. I'm the amazing Kingsley. I'll see you guys next week. It's been PBO Premium Sport. Bye bye.